Well, what's boring is I didn't go to an actual high school. I did a charter school, and I did most of my work at home. But I had a good friend group, though. I'm thankful for that. So my favorite part is just that my life has been good, because a lot of people don't have it easy in high school, as we kind of show in this show. So I was lucky, but yeah.
I was homeschooled, so I was both popular and unpopular simultaneously.
So you missed out on that sort of high school.
Yeah, I did, for better or for worse, I suppose. Yeah, I was doing the industry, and so I blew through it to graduate early so that I could focus on pretending to be in high school.
You get to live it out on set.
Right, exactly. It's wonderful.
I was on the baseball team, but since I was a lot younger, I was actually picked on a bit in high school. So I was a lot smaller than the big kids. So I relate to the show a lot because I was picked on in high school, and it was tough. It was tough growing up. But as I got older, I realized that nobody else's opinion matters but what I think of myself and the way I present myself to the world.
Oh my gosh. I feel like that's like the way I most relate with my character. I definitely felt like this outsider. I grew up in Atlanta, and I just like wanted to move to New York, where I live now, like as soon as possible.
You didn't have necessarily a place or...
No, like hardly at all. I was definitely sort of ostracized in my high school.
All of the above? Yeah, that's a really good question. I loved my high school experience. I wouldn't do it again if you paid me $100 million. Yeah. That's a really excellent question. I think high school is a wonderful time. It's an incredibly complicated time. It is a time that I think so many pieces of popular media tell you should be a certain way, so that when your experience is not quite that, it's a little bit of cognitive dissonance. It's a little disappointing. It makes you think that maybe there's something wrong with you. And the truth is, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just growing up. But you don't know that when you're going through it. You think it's the end of the world.
Absolutely was. The goal was to treat these stories in as truthful a way as we could. You know, I think that high school is such a wonderful and awful time. And
I went to high school in Miami. I went to an arts high school, so there were like 400 kids in total. So everyone was kind of popular, and there was a lot of love, very different from Liberty High.